Ava Jerome was finally rescued. The General Hospital recap for Tuesday, October 17, 2023, had Dex tracking down Ava, Dante tracking down Dex, and Mason getting what he deserved. Also in this episode, Jocelyn was worried sick about Ava and did something about it. Cyrus paid a social call on his friend Drew. Gregory let Tracy off the hook. And Lois shared memories of her courtship of Eddie, father to Brooklyn, to BLK, Chase, and Nettie. Now, let's dig a little deeper into what happened. Cyrus, Jeff Kober, told Austin, Roger Howarth, that they had unfinished business. He wanted Ava freed since he kept his part of the bargain. Austin promised Ava was not a threat. Austin got paged, so Cyrus used the opportunity to leave. He called Mason and told him to drive Ava home. Carly, Laura Wright, went to see Drew, Cameron Matheson, and he had to tell her that he needed to go back to Pentonville. She wanted the doc to help him stay at GH, but he told her to let him handle his own situation. Instead, they got interrupted by Cyrus, who wanted to check on his friend Drew. Both Drew and Carly reacted poorly to his being free. He claimed all that went wrong between them was before he found the Lord. He wanted to make amends, but Carly was having none of it. Cyrus realized they didn't know he saved Drew's life. That man didn't find the Lord. He found a loophole, Carly told Drew after Cyrus left. She called the system a joke that Cyrus was free and Drew was in jail. Joss called and told Carly she needed to get home right away. As Cyrus went to leave GH, Austin got in the elevator, demanding to speak with Ava. Cyrus reminded him he was in no position to make demands, telling him it was best to remember who was in control. Mason, Nathaniel Gray, drove Ava, Maura West, to the side of a cliff. She tried to flirt her way out of things, but Mason wasn't having it. He knew she was playing him. When Cyrus called and told him to take Ava home, the lollipop man decided not to listen. He reached into the car and tried to drag Ava out against her will. Dex, even Hofer, went looking for Ava, wired for sound with Spinelli, Bradford Anderson, on the other end, but the basement was empty. He did realize she'd been there. Spinelli got a ping on Mason's car and sent Dex the info. Dex found them and pulled a gun on Mason. Mason took his shot, but Dex managed to get the jump on him as Ava scooted out of the way. But Mason held him over a cliff. Jocelyn, Eden McCoy, went to the Port Charles Police Department with Peeler and Avery and Tao to talk with Dante, Dominic Zamprogna. She gave him what they knew so far about Ava, and then Dante headed out to look for Ava. Joss talked with Avery about missing Sonny and Nina's wedding. Spinelli got in touch with Joss, looking for Dex, who he lost contact with. She told Dante about Spinelli's update. Dante showed up in time to shoot Mason before he was able to harm Dex. Mason lived and Dex told Ava how he found her was a long story. She told Dante she was kidnapped on orders from his boss, whose identity she didn't know, but when she did, he'd be sorry. Lois, Rena Sofer, insisted to Nettie, Wally Kurth, that she knew he remembered her. How could he ever forget what they shared, complete with awesome flashbacks of their love story? But he said he didn't remember her, Olivia, Lisa Lo Cicero, nor his wonderful daughter Brooke Lynn, Amanda Seton, just as she appeared with Chase, Josh Swickard. Cue awkwardness. Lois embarrassed BLQ when she told Chase he was lucky her heart brought her to him, which led Nettie to ask if that was the case with them. Lois didn't want to discuss it, but Chase wanted to hear it. Lois told Nettie, BLQ, and Chase all about their history, including Ned's bigamy. She checked in to see if it was ringing a bell, but he said no. He did apologize, though, for how the man he was had treated her. Unfortunately, it set off Lois, who wanted to know how many Eddies were in there. She couldn't understand how he could forget everything he put her through, and the good times. She pitied him, which ticked off Nettie, who left the room. That gave Lois and Chase time to talk, and they even hugged it out.